Let's talk about early rising. How do we stop our toddlers and babies and children waking before 6 a.m? My name's Ruth, I'm health visitor in England. Let's get into it. First things first, I have an early rising guide. The link is in my bio, it's only £5. Let's talk about a real whistle stop tour on the things that I discuss in that guide. Number one, I'm not going to waste much time on this. We need to make sure that environment is perfect. We need it to be pitch black because light is going to interfere, especially early in the morning when we haven't got the sleep hormone on our side anymore. It's going to encourage them to wake up. We want them in pitch black, white noise playing. You don't know if there's something outside, somebody going by on their paper round at 5 a.m. every single morning with a squeaky wheel. That's what happens at our house. We want white noise playing to eliminate that, okay? We also want to eliminate cold and too hot, particularly cold in this time of year. Putting some socks on their feet can help eliminate that. If you have a toddler, have a grow clock. And if they don't go back to sleep, you teach them to stay in their room until that grow clock wakes up. And starting off realistic, if your child's waking up at 5 a.m, having it set at 5 a.m. for a couple of days, then 5:15, then 5:30, and recognizing and realizing this child is probably an early riser and they may not be able to go past 6:30 a.m, and that's fine. Resetting your expectations a bit. Anything after 6 a.m. is not early rising. Is your child having too much daytime sleep? Some babies only need 9 to 10 hours of nighttime sleep, and we're then putting them to bed at 6 p.m, expecting them then to sleep till 7 a.m, and actually those babies only need 9 or 10 hours. You can see how then they're waking at 4 or 5 a.m, fully rested, ready for the day. With those babies and children and toddlers, I'll be recommending increasing bedtime by 15 minutes until you're starting to see that maybe that early rising is improving. This can take a few weeks. It's a bit like jet lag. It's going to take some weeks to adjust to that. If your little one is going back down for an early nap, say they're waking up at 4 a.m. and then they're going back down for a nap at 5 a.m, that nap is actually helping encourage early rising, because that nap is almost like you need to view it as if it's broken off of the nighttime sleep and then they're just having it topping up later. So what we need to be doing, and in that guide, I've got a list of how much nighttime sleep I'd be recommending per baby, rough guideline, and when they should be having their first nap in relation to their age and having woken up from their nighttime sleep. So say that they're 6 months, for example, first nap gap I'd be roughly seeing would be about 2 hours after waking up. If you're putting them down at 4, if they're waking up at 4 a.m. and then going back down for a nap at 6 a.m, you can see how that's too early. It's broken off from their nighttime sleep. So we're going to start by increasing that wake window by 15 minutes until we hopefully start to see the desired time, even if they're going down for a nap at 7 a.m. If they wake before 6 a.m, we're going to treat it as nighttime sleep. So you're going to go back in and reset them, and you need to be rigid with this and stick to this and be boundaried with this, because that's how and when they're going to learn. If you feed them and they go back to sleep, then they were hungry and they've gone back to sleep. That's not early rising, that's a nighttime feed. There is something else you can do, which is called wake to sleep. So if they're waking at the exact same time every single day at 4 a.m, you can go in an hour before, rouse them, move their arms around. Don't try to wake them, but maybe they'll move and you'll see that, okay, they've roused, and then hopefully they'll link those sleep cycles. That doesn't work for every baby. And I know this is a real whistle stop tour, but I'm trying to get it in below 3 minutes. Please take a look at my early rising guide.